How to use Google Tasks for your task management. Hey everyone and welcome, I hope you're all doing great. Now in this video I'll talk about Google Tasks, how to actually get started with using it and how to actually find it. Now for Google Tasks you don't really need to download any like third-party app or anything. It's actually going to be within your Google account and you can use it right off the bat by using Gmail or if you're creating a doc or anything actually. So anything Google related is going to actually be there for you for the Google Tasks. And also, you can have it so that it is only for you. And you can also do it so that you can manage bigger projects with other people as well. So if you want to use Google Tasks with other people, that actually can happen too. And I will show you exactly what I mean. So let's actually get started and talk about Google Task real quick. So to actually find it, you can just go to, for example, Gmail, and then from here, you should find your right side dashboard here, where you will find your calendar, keep, and other stuff. Now, the most important one that we are going to be talking about is this one right here, which is the tasks tab. Now, this is pretty much your own individual tasks tab. So this is only going to track the tasks that are assigned to you and also the tasks that have been created by you. So it's not going to include any other people that you're working with. It's just going to be the individual one. So that's where to find it. So if you're, for example, if you're on, creating a doc or something from here, from docs, you can also find it the same place on the right side. Obviously, if you're working on one, and you will be able to just adjust and add tasks from here. So to add tasks is very simple. Again, we just go ahead and open it up from the right side, and we just go ahead and click on add task or add a task. And then from here, we will just give it a title. So we just do example. And we can also add details underneath. This way you can, have more of details about what you're actually going to be doing. So add details here. And then you can also create a due date. So if it's going to be due, for example, tomorrow, we can just do that. You can do repeat if it's, a task that it is reoccurring. You can also do that. Completely up to you. And we can just go ahead and set it up. So now we can also favorite it if you want, which is going to be easier for you to find. And from here now, we actually have our task in here, which is going to remind us, and it's also going to be shown if we open up our calendar. So if we open up our calendar from Google here, it is actually going to be visible for us here, as you can see. Let me just skip out of this. So is it this one? Okay, so this one right here. So this is the task right here underneath the date that has been assigned to. Now it's only going to show up in the calendar if you actually have a date for it. If not, then it's actually not going to show up. If we just go back to Gmail, we should find it. So what else can you actually do? What you can do is actually can add subtask from here. So you can just go ahead and add a subtask and give it again a title and give it more details. Same goes for the due date and everything. You can also set those up. And now you've got yourself subtasks. And you can create lists, and within those lists, you can actually create tasks and stuff. So this is basically how to use the individual tasks manager with your Google Tasks. Now, if you actually want to manage like your tasks and also other people, if you want to work with other people and manage their tasks, you can do so by going to your Google account and head to the Google chat here. If we just open this up, we just wait for it to load. And basically, we will need to navigate to spaces here. So underneath spaces, spaces are going to be your project that you'll be working with, and you can just create as many as you want, or you can also join them. So if you click on spaces here, we can actually go ahead and create more spaces. So for example, I have this one right here. Let me just go ahead and actually um, let me just leave out of this one. I don't really need it. So in here, you can add as many spaces as you want, or you can actually join them if your team members actually have a space that they are working with. Okay, so for some reason, it's not actually letting me leave this one. But anyways, you can just skip this. So if you want to actually go ahead and create a space and add people to it, we just click on New Chat on the top left. And we just go ahead and click on create a space, or browse spaces. If you already know a space and you just want to join it, you can just search for a space. But we can just go ahead and click on create a space, and we just give it a name. Usually it's going to be the name of the project that you want to be managing. So we can just do video editing. We can just give it an emoji if you want. So we can just do video maybe. Sure, this one, why not? Okay, and we can just go ahead and click on create now. And this is going to actually create our space for us. In the meantime, I actually forgot something to show you. So if you go back to Gmail, what you can also do within your individual tasks, if we just open this up, you can actually, if you have any email that has a specific task within it, like actually do this and that specific date, instead of actually adding it manually from here, what you can do is actually just drag and drop it in here, and it's actually going to create it for you, and it's going to also give you a link to the actual email that you had, which is actually very great and easy to use, and it's going to make your life much easier. So now we have our space here. So the first thing that we will need to do is actually add members. To do so, we just click on the down arrow next to the space name, and we click on manage members. And then from here, we will find all the members that are included within this space. Now to add people, we just click on the add button on the right side, and we just enter their email. Now, what we can do within spaces, we have this chat option, which is basically, your real-time chat between you and all the members that are added within this space, and they can see all of this, which is very, very great. So it's going to be real-time chatting instead of, sending emails. It's just going to be much better for project management. And also you can attach files and upload media in here. But mostly it's going to be within this shared place where you can add files and elements, and people can just, actually edit them within this space, which is much, much better than, how you would want to do it manually and everything. You just want to send it to each individual and stuff. It's just going to make your projects much easier. And most importantly, we've got the tasks here. So for the tasks here, we can actually go ahead and add space tasks. Those tasks are going to be related to this space. So we can just click on add space task. And then from here, exactly the same details that we had before, except we also have one more option now. So we can just give it a name, and then we can also add details, and then due date if we want. But okay, what? Okay, there you go. So due date if we want. So let's just set it to be tomorrow. And now the new option is actually we can assign it to a specific person. Now, if you have more people invited to this space, then they're all going to show up. If not, you're only going to show up yourself. So for the time being, because I didn't add anyone, I'm just going to assign it to myself and click on add. Now we've got our task here. So what we can do within the task is actually go ahead, let me just go back to tasks. Okay, so what we can do is actually, check or mark as complete if it is completed. And what we also can do is that now that it is assigned to us, if we go back and, for example, go to, let's say, let's go to Gmail. So for example, now someone actually assigned a task for us, and we go ahead and go to our Gmail, just, doing my thing. It's not necessarily for work. I'm just hopping on Gmail, and I just check my tasks, and it's actually going to show up in my individual tasks list. This is going to make it a lot easier for you and your team members to view the tasks that belong to you. Instead of, going to Google Chat, you can just, hop on your Gmail and see if there's any task that is assigned to you. Now, in here is going to show you the name of the task, the details of the task, when it is due, and also the space that it was created from. This way you'll have the general idea about the task, and you can, just go ahead and actually see in full detail more about it. And you can just go ahead and work on your task in here. And if it's done, we just mark it as complete. And it's going to be removed from this list because, it is actually completed now. Now, to find the completed projects, you can just find them underneath here. And you should find this one right here. Now you can uncheck it, or you can actually just delete it completely, which is completely up to you. So we can just do this, that, and we've got all of those completed tasks. So this is pretty much how to use Google Tasks, both for individually, like for each single person, and also if you want to create it for a space and use or have other people also join in and help you out. So I hope you liked this video, and thanks for watching.